BitConnect. What, too soon? Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bitcoin market update. Today is Friday, Friday, the 28th of December. We're getting close to the end of the year, about to wrap it up. Here we go. Cheers to you guys. A little coffee to get rolling. BTC USD on the 1-day chart. Let's check it out. A lot of fake out going on here. That's really what I would like to address. This was the proper stop sell. Boom. Hopefully, well, for me, and then it was triggered. Forgot to move it lower, but it triggered back up. I kind of set it back to where it was and had intentions to move it lower, but anyway, we're in the trade. The most critical thing you can do is stay on top of your stop sells. Have them strategically placed so you're either in or out. Don't leave yourself hanging in the wind. Let's dive into what I see here on the 1-day. I think you're going to see this back test down to the 9-day moving average. This kind of has to be done. So yeah, I really think you're gonna have to back test it. Now real quick, I'm gonna set a stop sell right here, probably below that 9-day moving average to give it some cushion, some breathing room. The charts have been just faking us out here. I mean, we're selling off, then we're coming up, and we're selling off, and we're coming up, and it's just not real clear. The other thing not real clear is this. As I pull out this is the parallel trend channel here, moving up. Okay, we haven't really broken above this line here. We haven't broken above it, not even close. I'm anticipating some back test here before moving higher. A back test of this 9-day before moving higher. That's my anticipation. So I'm hoping that we go bullish. If I look at our indicators, we've got decent volume, RSI golden cross. The problem is we got a death cross down here with our volume, with our money flow, and this money flow is also coming down too. This is your CMF. I see it pulling back here, or at least trading sideways. That's probably just enough to get us to that 9-day moving average, and then hopefully tomorrow we get a tick up. That would be real good. There's two ways to look at this chart today on Bitcoin. One is that we're on wave 1, 2, and gonna be working on wave 3, going higher of Elliott wave, or that we had, if you look at our 1-hour chart, you could safely say we already had our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pretty much on Elliott wave, and now we're working on a gigantic A, B, and then a long C correction, hopefully. That's kind of what it looks like. It just depends on what your interpretation of what you see is. Now I'm going to erase everything out of here. I'm not sure what direction it's going to choose. I do know that if we break top side of this, our chances of going bull are extremely raised. We'll say that. So if we break bullish above that line, that would be really the key. But I think you're going to see more sell-off, believe it or not. And yeah, we'll see. So like I said before, we have real strong indicators moving up. I'm expecting this to flatline here for our volume. I don't think we're going to see any more uptick for a while. Let's move on to the day so we can get a better look at that. Pull that back. There you go. Okay, so this is the day chart. We're running up pretty good here. I need to see continued green on our volume, but this is concerning here. This money flow chart just doesn't look good, but I do like the golden cross. It is below the 50 though, so that's a bit of a problem. So we got a mixed bag here. We don't have clear direction. Still, we don't have clear direction. It's been about a week of not clear direction other than some slight pullback. So let's move on. There's no, I can't tell you, I believe this is still a buy. So we're going to keep it as such on the chart. There, it's a buy. Total market cap is 129 billion. LTC USD currently is barely a buy at $31.93. We're above the 9-day moving average here. XRP. XRP is still a buy. It's barely above the 9-day, but it is above the Kumo cloud, which is fantastic. Love to see that. LTC BTC, Litecoin gave a nice favorable pump earlier today, but is now starting to pull back a shade. Let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum USD on the 1-day Coinbase. Let's see. Ethereum is still bullish, looking real good out of the gates, giving more bullish signals here than Bitcoin or Litecoin for sure. So hold on to your ETH. It's still a buy. ZRX 0x battling to stay relevant, but is still a buy. Hold on to it. Yeah. Basic attention token. Okay, so basic attention token currently right now is still a sell. I don't have anything great here to say. When was it actually a sell? Well, hindsight's 2020, and I remember I wanted to start posting arrows for letting you know when we would get out. There just isn't. Golly, I can't remember. I'm gonna have to go back in and check the tape. I just don't remember when we called it as a sell. This one here was a sell right there, and bam, we got a big green candle right in the middle of it. So this one is now back to a buy. We're getting a lot of switching, and yeah. Oh, you sure can. Yeah, buddy. Here you go. All right, there you go. Good luck, sir. Have fun. Yeah. All right, so anyway, back to this. We've got ETC, Ethereum Classic on the 1-day chart, $5.29. Gave us a hard fake out. Hopefully, with this one coming down here, remember how low it was? Yeah, well, dang it. Here, we're going to put that up here. I hate it when it does that. So as soon as you mark it as a sell, it turns right around and runs up. So today I'm marking it as a buy, but I want to tell you this. It is very possible, like Bitcoin and Litecoin, that this thing is going to come down and test that 9-day moving average, that white line. So hold on to your seats there. It could pull back a little bit, and you could get a little better deal. Okay, Zetcoin. Let's take a look at this guy. Bullish, still looking good. I like where it's turning around here at the 9-day moving average. I'm sorry, at the 50 on RSI. Let's pull that back just a hair. Yeah, that's fine. This one's bullish. We are, you know what? I'm going to put bullish on this one here. because we don't have any signals as far as what we said and when. And did we say something? Yeah, on that one we did. Okay, so if this one's bullish, let's mark it as such. Boom. Okay, Tron TRX still bullish. All right, and this one here, oh boy, when was it? There it is right there. Boom. This one was actually, that was the day right there. Awesome. Okay, so we're doing okay with that, and we're still in the trade. Still in the trade here. Okay, hold your horses. Tron still a buy. Digibyte. Okay, getting a lot of switching from Digibyte. How do we play this? We have Digibyte currently as a sell. I think it was from back here. I cannot remember when the sell-off happened, but I'm just going to write this down because I want to start staying on top of these for all of our sakes. Yeah, that was probably the day right there. So Digibyte, we're going to keep that as a sell for now. Theta. Okay, so Theta, we remember we missed the boat here, but we pulled back and I said just hold it, and now things are turning up for Theta. I had a real good hunch that it was. Let's move this back to arrow up. Let's see, it's probably on that day here. Okay, so hold on to it. We didn't get anything out of this. Totally missed the boat on this one. But we're just gonna ride it and see what it does. Here is Proppy, PRO. Okay, so Proppy was a total buy back here. Boom. There it is. Okay. And I'm continuing it to be a buy. Look, I know we're selling off. I know we got some hard times ahead, but I'm keeping it as a buy for now. I love the volume coming in here, and I love the fact that we're getting close to a golden cross here of the 50 and the 9-day. So keeping it strong with Proppy, and I'm still in it. Populous PPT. Okay, so I circled this on this candle here and said that this is probably your top. Now I'm still thinking there'll be some more pullback, but now we've got a lot of activity. If we pull up the, actually I'm going to grab favorites indicator and we're going to roll on up to volume and show that real quick. Okay, so I'm assuming we're just going to continue with our diminishing volume on the way down, but that right there was my sell arrow down on here. Boom. When I did that circle, it was part of this. So yeah, hopefully you guys are listening. Okay, but here's the thing. It's kind of a catch-22. So I'm saying I recognize this top, and this is the sell, okay? But we could get better pricing coming up. So while I have this, if you're gonna scalp this and just buy back lower, great, because then we're gonna ride it back up. Because overall, Populous is, in my opinion, still a buy. Like, stay in it right now, really. But if you sold up here and then bought back in down here, awesome, very good. That's my thinking behind that. But yeah, hopefully, and to be clear, let's try to do an arrow up mark. So if you didn't get in yet, I think you could probably get in. I would set a buy probably a little lower, like right down here, and you could probably get back in it. But I'm still calling this one a buy. Okay, OMG. Yeah, it's kind of confusing. OMG had it as a sell, and it's continuing as a sell. Let's pull that up a little bit so we can kind of get a better idea of what we're looking at here. Boy, it's getting crowded. Yeah, let's pull this down a little bit. That would be really good. Oh yeah, making more room for everybody. That's great. Okay, so Omisico is pulling back. We still have it as a sell. Don't be in it. Boom. Next one. Human IQ. Humanique. Okay, guys. This, I think I can remove this now, because our extreme amount of money flow coming in here has turned down here and turned down here. I don't know what happened. Why did all that money flow come in? It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, we, for days, almost a week straight, had money flowing in without any price movement. So is it possible? Well, let's see, this on this uptrend, no pop yet, and then as soon as it pulled back, we pulled back for 1, 2, on the third day it popped. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this one over one, and I'm gonna leave that there. Okay, so hopefully, man, I don't know, pop soon. Now you know what we're gonna do. We're gonna put a question mark on it. Shift. Oh, there you go. Okay, that's our question. I don't know what's up here. This is really odd. It may be waiting for this maybe 1, 2 more days of pullback and then RSI run up. Could be. And then get even more money flow popping back in. That could be. Yeah, but it's funny how even over here on this RSI, or this money flow, Chalkin's money flow, it was continuing down while we had a pop, but this one here popped. That's why I have 2 different money flows, because I can't trust one of those. One works and the other doesn't, and it's based on the time frame. Still getting this thing ironed out. Moving on to, I'm still betting on that. Human IQ is still not a buy. Stay out of it. XLM. Okay, so XLM, we marked it as a sell. We had some dumpage, still below the 9-day moving average. I believe we're probably coming down to retest that low, that support line, and possibly get a bounce afterwards and run higher. I like the potential of this because as of before, we could run all the way up topside back up to that line, which would be wonderful. So yeah. The other thing too is, yeah, we've had money flow coming in all the way up here, which is great. So yeah, just stay out of it for now. Stellar is not a buy. ADA. ADA is still a buy. Now, when did we go bullish on this? I gotta look. When did we call it a buy? I would say this was when we wanted to, right there. Nope. There. That was the one. Okay. So we're still in it this whole way. Okay. So hold on. Simmer down now. That's where it crossed up above the 9. So we like that. We got a beautiful little back test on the next one, and it kept going. Moving on to XTZ Tezos. Okay. Tezos is interesting. We marked it down as a sell. It was, not doing so hot. Everything's selling down. Volume continues to persist a little bit, but not much. We're going to have to wait and see about this. I have this as a sell, and we'll just leave it as that for now. If you see a RSI Golden Cross, this is one of those things where I'd love to see it pull back and maybe touch that 9-day moving average, you could probably get in there a little better price. But yeah, there's a lot of things going down right now on this, so I would stay out. QLC. QLC chain has been doing really good, and it's still a buy. Look how it's moving up here, and we kind of did a double top. It could be our sell signal. I'm gonna wait and see. This is a red flag right here. That's a red flag. So that's probably our top. If you get out right here, it's possible that boom, there. That could have been our top right there, right? So but it is still a buy, and it has been a buy since back here. Okay, so let's just kind of keep our eye on this. Yeah, so volume is still good, but we had our death cross back here of RSI. We had our death cross of our money flow, and yeah, I'm curious as far as what this one will do now. This could very well be our top. I'm not calling it a sell yet. I'm keeping it as a buy because it could potentially go higher. Okay, here we go. More sideways action out of this that has already been a sell. Aeon. Now we did get a RSI golden cross, which is super awesome. But the death cross persists in the downward movement of money flow. So it's, even if you've got high volume, if you don't have money flow, then what's the point? So I'm still keeping it as a sell. BCH. Bitcoin Cash SV continuing its downtrend. We had our sell back here. If you remember, we also had a sell back here on this one. So what's going on? Okay, there we go. And then this one, if you got stopped in it, let's pull this one back out. This was a terrible candle right here. If you didn't have a stop buy in place, you know, probably around that 9-day moving average or above it, you know, it's, or even where you got out. If you got out right here, you probably did okay, but it's a break-even trade and you can go up higher. But yeah, Bitcoin Cash SV is really not looking good right now. I would stay out of this guy right now. Doji. Okay, so back here we were wanting to get out. Everything, oh, here it is. So remember I said we'll do a golden cross and then a death cross? Well, it did it right here. So yeah, yesterday's candle, it finally gave us the death cross, and we're coming down some more. Money flow kind of flat, real boring, nothing happening. A little more of a dip here. We had a hard dip right here, but kind of trying to recover. I'm looking for a death cross on this coming up to come down lower. We will most likely be testing this 50-day moving average right here and blowing through the 50-day and 200-day. Or maybe, you know, don't quote me on this, but perhaps Doge is trying to back test, right? I'm just going to spitball here and throw some ideas at you. What if Doge is just needing a back test because it went up and it didn't quite back test good enough that 200-day and 50-day, so maybe it's going to do it now and then run higher, right? Mind blown? Oh, I hope so. Yeah. Otherwise, we have this beautiful uptrend here that we're kind of working on. Let's pull this back up here. There we go. Yeah, we kind of got this uptrend here we're working on. So if we come down here and test it, we could run higher at that point. Or we get breakdown. Look at me drawing all over the place. Okay, so yeah, that one's still in effect, looking good as a sell. Oh yeah, stay out of it. We'll get a better price on Doge. EOS. EOS. Oh, okay, so this is part of the fake out. Man, we really got hammered by these this hard dip for prolonged and then another big upside. So we're gonna switch this one out here to an up arrow on that guy. Well, we missed it, so there you go. Okay, wait for the pullback to that 9-day moving average. I'm sure it's gonna happen. So we can switch this one back over to buy. Doge, still a sell. Bitcoin SV, still a sell. EOS is a buy. Ripple, on the USD, we don't really need to look at that one. And here's another USD Ripple. I don't know why I have so many. Oh, XRP BTC, that's the one we've really been following, so we'll just stick with that. That's it for today, guys. Oh, real quick, I want to go into Pay 10x. Remember we dumped that thing a while back ago? Let's check in on that and see how it's going. Ooh, okay. All right. Well, here's the deal. I would say, remember we got out right here. Okay. I'm gonna take this and replace it with the down arrow, and I'm gonna remove this one here. There you go. Just for giggles. Okay, so look, it's putting in a nice V bottom, right? And I really like this because it is a great reversal. How high is it gonna go? That is the question. So I don't know that it's gonna go that high on this V, so I'm not gonna put it in as a buy yet. Let's keep that as a sell, and Pay Bittrex I'm gonna add to the other one, and we'll just keep an eye on it. I'm totally out of Pay, by the way, so I'm not trading it or anything. I took my profit and left. But we're getting a real nice bounce off that 50-day moving average, which is nice. So we're sandwiched between the 9-day and the 50-day. And I would say this: if you get price movement breaking above the 9-day, it'll probably be a buy at that point. But right here, it just keeps bouncing, hitting its head on that 200-day moving average and pulling back, coming up, pulling back. So I don't know how much strength is in the market here. I would stay out of it for now. Okay, I think that's it. Honestly, I think that's it for today. I'm feeling a little kind of not under the weather, but just a little bit tired. So there's been a little lack of energy today. I apologize for that. You guys have a blessed evening, and or if you're getting this tomorrow, have a great day. Talk to you soon. See ya.